I'll call it the birth of like roadhouse country stuff. Alan Jackson, we were cutting the same kind of things, you know, sounding more Bakersfield.
90s country right there, yeah. So, yeah.
Alan was more Bakersfield meets Cajun, Louisiana, I thought. Kind of it was a good meld of that. And it was fun. So it kind of parlayed. I mean, yeah, it definitely did that. It kind of picked up the honky-tonk roadhouse rockin' country kind of thing, and we were a part of that, so.
So it had a little more.
We created that monster. Yes.
Had that buzzy raw sound to it that you didn't get from a direct line. So yes.
But we were, you know, as a session player, we were doing all kinds of records, and just like all you great cats out there, session players, we just kind of we're chameleons. We play on something that make it sound like that's what we play all our lives every night. But we don't, but we know where it's got to be, and that's what makes session guys so great.
Tim and with Scott as engineer is working on like the Brooks and Dunn record, and Don Cook's in there too. But
so
that you did a lot of intros.
Caught fire, you know, Boots Scootin' Boogie was.
There's some of their songs start off with your guitar kind of set the tone.
Low guitar licks.
It's so important to their sound.
I always like to listen to Dwayne Eddy's big fat low guitar licks. So when I think give me an intro on something, I always thought, well, it's got to be low testosterone, you know, telly. Low end licks,
low sound but high test.
ends up being like that, yes. But
but it does. You hear those songs and it's sort of impossible to think of them without those intros and things that you brought to it.
Right.
And Alan Jackson even more so, I think.
Yeah.
Because you played on every one of his records, and you think of. Chattahoochee and some of those, there's great intros to those songs.
Chattahoochee,
I think I had that. But the solos.
Of course, I don't have a guitar here, but you guys, you know, it started out in a different key, so I would always change in the nature of it. And finally, Alan, I'd have a few extra too many notes in the intro. I was showing off a little bit, got a little overzealous with a and Alan goes, can you simplify that just a little bit, I think. And I thought, yeah, he was right.
Great call.
He knows, he knows what people want to hear. So I simplified it, and that's how we came up with that Chattahoochee.
Also, there was a time, there wasn't always a lot of long solos in those days, but Alan liked solos because he knew it made people dance. That those were.
Oh yeah, you're right. That's right. How'd you know that? He's
somewhere.
He's done some research. No, you're right. Yeah. So. As session players, where we fear, will we play more than 4 bars that somebody's going to change a station on the radio? They're going to lose interest in it. I don't know, maybe they came up in the think tank and the record label somehow came up with that concept.
Research.
So Alan goes, no, we were well-disciplined musicians. Go, I'm playing 8 bars. You think we need to cut out 4 bars of that? And Alan goes, no, add 8 more onto it. Make it 16 bars. We go, cool, that's great. So Alan goes, yeah, because when I'm playing out in the clubs, we play extra long solos because the folks like to dance and stuff. And dance clubs, makes it longer, and I'm going, I like that.
Which is a big part of
I thought that was cool by him. Yeah. So I remember when I'm in love with Rachel, just don't even know her name. When that came out, it was unheard of. It was like, I'd say there was 60% of it was instrumental solos in that song.
And great instrumentals,
we went to #1, so when you turned it on, there was you just don't hear it like that much anymore,